The Night Doorbell presenting the Devil Show. Hi friends, how are you? I Bob Christopher. Today I telling a very interesting story, so keep silence and use headphones. This story's title is Whispering Spirits. In the small, forgotten town of Ravenswood, nestled deep within the dense woods of New England, a chilling legend persisted. Locals spoke of whispering spirits, a spectral phenomenon that haunted the woods surrounding the town. The whispers were said to be the voices of the long-deceased, beckoning the curious to their eerie fate. One moonless night, a group of adventurous friends decided to investigate the legend. Armed with flashlights and bravery, they ventured into the dark forest, guided only by the echoes of those eerie whispers. The further they ventured, the denser the trees became, and the whispers grew louder, more insistent. As the group continued their journey, they stumbled upon an ancient, dilapidated mansion hidden deep within the woods. The mansion was a crumbling relic, its windows shattered, and ivy choked its walls. The whispers seemed to emanate from within, luring them closer. Despite their growing unease, with trepidation, they entered the mansion, the creaking floorboards beneath their feet echoing the eerie whispers that surrounded them. Each room they explored revealed fragments of a tragic past, faded photographs, and cryptic journal entries. It was as if the spirits trapped within these walls were trying to tell their story, a tale of betrayal, lost love, and unfulfilled promises. As the night wore on, the friends grew increasingly paranoid. Whispers seemed to echo in their very minds, their voices insistent, demanding something. They reached the mansion's attic, a place where the whispers grew deafening. There, they discovered a dusty, old book bound in leather, its pages filled with incantations and forbidden knowledge. Driven by curiosity and fear, they began to recite the incantations aloud, hoping to unravel the mystery of the whispering spirits. Suddenly, a bone-chilling gust of wind swept through the attic, extinguishing their flashlights. In the pitch-black darkness, they heard the whispers converge into a deafening cacophony. Terrified and disoriented, they stumbled blindly through the mansion, desperately seeking an exit. But the mansion seemed to shift and morph, its layout changing with every turn. They were trapped in a nightmarish labyrinth. As dawn broke, the whispers ceased, and the friends found themselves standing in the mansion's dilapidated foyer. But something was different. They were not alone. Shadows moved along the walls, and ghostly figures materialized before them. One fateful night, a paranormal investigator named Amelia arrived in Ravenswood. She had heard the stories of the whispering spirits and was determined to uncover the truth behind the chilling legend. Armed with an array of ghost-hunting equipment and a fearless determination, she set out into the woods alone. As Amelia delved deeper into the forest, the whispers began their haunting melody. She followed their ethereal voices, which seemed to weave through the trees like a siren's song. The woods grew dense and disorienting, but Amelia pressed on, determined to confront the enigma of the whispering spirits. Eventually, she stumbled upon the decaying mansion, its presence looming like a foreboding shadow. Unlike the previous group, Amelia had prepared herself mentally and spiritually for this encounter. She believed that by solving the mystery, she could release the trapped souls and put an end to the haunting. Inside the mansion, Amelia encountered the same eerie sights and sounds that had driven others to madness. But instead of succumbing to fear, she meticulously documented every strange occurrence, every whisper, and every paranormal manifestation. She realized that the spirits were trying to communicate their anguish and betrayal. Over weeks of relentless investigation, Amelia unearthed the mansion's dark history. She discovered the tragic story of a forbidden love affair, a vengeful betrayal, and a curse invoked by a desperate soul seeking revenge from beyond the grave. Armed with this knowledge, she performed a ritual to confront the spirits and offer them peace. In a climactic confrontation, the spirits manifested before Amelia, their wails and whispers echoing throughout the mansion. With empathy and understanding, she addressed their grievances, acknowledging their pain and suffering. The spirits seemed to hesitate, their tormented expressions gradually softening. As the first rays of dawn broke through the shattered windows, the whispering spirits began to dissipate, their restless souls finding release at last. The mansion, once a place of eternal torment, stood silent and still. Amelia's name, however, remained etched in the town's folklore. She became a legend in her own right, a beacon of hope and courage for those who dared to confront the unknown. The townsfolk whispered her name in awe, and stories of her bravery were passed down from generation to generation. Ravenswood prospered in the years that followed. The woods that had once held such dread now beckoned with lush beauty and serenity. Families settled in the town without fear, and children played freely among the trees. It seemed that peace had finally returned, but as with all tales of the supernatural, the legacy of the whispering spirits could not be easily forgotten. On rare occasions, when the moon hung low in the night sky, a faint whisper could still be heard in the woods. Those who were sensitive enough claimed to catch glimpses of ethereal figures among the trees, their voices soft and melancholic. The mansion itself remained abandoned, a stark reminder of the past. No one dared approach it, for its walls still held the secrets and echoes of the tortured souls that had once dwelled within. It stood as a silent sentinel, a testament to the courage of one woman who had dared to challenge the supernatural. One stormy autumn evening, a group of teenagers gathered around a campfire deep in the heart of the forest. They laughed, told stories, and dared one another to venture closer to the long-forgotten mansion. Brimming with youthful curiosity, they decided to explore the haunted place that had once been the epicenter of horror in Ravenswood. Guided by the faint memory of the legends, they reached the dilapidated mansion and stepped inside, their flashlights casting eerie shadows on the decaying walls. The whispers, though faint, were still there, like distant echoes of the past, calling to them. Unbeknownst to the teenagers, the spirits had lain dormant for years, their anger and despair simmering beneath the surface, waiting for an opportunity to reawaken. As the group wandered deeper into the mansion, the whispers grew stronger, their voices no longer pleading but demanding, malevolent. Suddenly, the mansion seemed to come alive, its walls shifting and trapping the intruders within its haunted halls. The teenagers, realizing too late the gravity of their mistake, panicked and tried to escape, but the mansion refused to release its grip. As the night wore on, the spirits' anger intensified. They manifested before the terrified teenagers, their spectral forms twisted with rage. The walls seemed to close in on them, and the whispers became an unbearable cacophony of torment. Desperate and terrified, one of the teenagers recalled the name Amelia, the legendary figure who had once faced the whispering spirits and broken their curse. With trembling hands, they whispered her name, hoping for salvation. To their astonishment, the whispers ceased, and the mansion's grip loosened. A faint, ghostly apparition appeared before them, resembling Amelia herself. With a solemn gaze, she warned them of the peril they had unleashed by awakening the spirits. With newfound determination, the teenagers pleaded for forgiveness and a chance to make amends. Amelia, with a hint of sadness in her eyes, offered them a choice. They could leave the mansion, never to return, but the spirits would remain restless. Or, they could face the spirits' wrath and help them find peace. They learned of forbidden romances, vengeful betrayals, and the deep-seated pain that had bound the spirits to the mansion. The spirits, once hostile, began to reveal their stories with each newfound piece of information, their tormented whispers gradually turning into sorrowful confessions. As the group ventured further into the dark heart of the curse, they encountered not only the spirits of those who had suffered within the mansion but also the malevolent entity that had initially invoked the curse. This entity, a shadowy figure consumed by hatred and vengeance, sought to maintain its hold on the trapped souls and would stop at nothing to protect its sinister secret. The teenagers faced increasingly perilous challenges, from poltergeist-like disturbances to nightmarish illusions designed to drive them away. But their determination and unity strengthened with each test. They were driven not only by a desire to free the trapped souls but also by a deepening empathy for the spirit's plight. Amelia, their spectral guide, revealed more of her own tragic connection to the mansion and the whispering spirits. She had once been a resident of Ravenswood, caught in the web of the curse herself. Her sacrifice to confront the spirits had bound her to the mansion, granting her a spectral existence but also a relentless duty to help others break free from the curse. As they gathered the final pieces of the puzzle, the group confronted the malevolent entity in a climactic showdown. With the combined strength of their newfound knowledge, Amelia's guidance, and their unwavering resolve, they managed to weaken the entity's grip on the spirits. In a final act of selflessness, Amelia confronted the entity directly, allowing the spirits to break free from its control. The entity, deprived of its power, dissipated into the shadows, vanquished by the collective strength and determination of the group. With the curse lifted, the mansion, once a place of torment, began to crumble and fade away, its dark history erased. The whispering spirits were finally free, their anguished whispers replaced by peaceful sighs as they ascended into the afterlife. Amelia, having fulfilled her duty to help the trapped spirits find peace, bid a bittersweet farewell to the teenagers. She thanked them for their bravery and selflessness, knowing that she could finally rest in peace herself. With a final, ethereal smile, she faded into the afterlife, leaving behind only fond memories and a lingering sense of gratitude. The town of Ravenswood celebrated its newfound freedom from the whispering spirits with a grand festival. The forest, once shunned and feared, now became a symbol of rebirth and hope. Families picnicked under the same trees that had once concealed the haunted mansion, and children played freely without fear. The story of the teenagers and Amelia became a cherished part of Ravenswood's history, passed down through the generations as a testament to the power of unity and compassion. The legend of the whispering spirits, once a source of dread, transformed into a cautionary tale, reminding the town to cherish their newfound peace and to always remember the courage it took to confront their darkest fears. As time passed, Ravenswood continued to flourish, its sense of community stronger than ever. The memory of the whispering spirits, once a nightmare that had gripped the town in fear, became a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring power of compassion in the face of the unknown. Ravenswood had thrived, its community growing ever closer. The forest, once shrouded in mystery, had become a beloved part of daily life. Families told stories of the brave teenagers who had faced the whispering spirits and the enigmatic Amelia, whose sacrifice had brought peace to the town. Over the years, Ravenswood became known for its strong sense of community and its commitment to preserving the lessons of the past. The town established a museum dedicated to the history of the whispering spirits, displaying artifacts, journals, and mementos from the dark days when the curse held sway. The museum served as a reminder of the town's resilience and the importance of remembering the past to ensure a brighter future. Each year, Ravenswood held a festival in honor of the teenagers who had saved the town. The Festival of Spirits, as it came to be known, celebrated not only the courage of the past but also the bonds of friendship and unity that had formed in the face of adversity. It was a time for the community to come together, share stories, and renew their commitment to one another. As the town prospered, the forest itself seemed to respond to the newfound harmony. The trees grew taller and more vibrant, and the once haunted grounds around the vanished mansion became a place of tranquility and reflection. Some even claimed to hear whispers in the wind during the festival, though now they were whispers of gratitude and peace. Ravenswood had transformed from a place of dread into a symbol of hope. Its story was a testament to the enduring power of courage, compassion, and the resilience of the human spirit. The legend of the Whispering Spirits was no longer a tale of horror, it had become a story of redemption, unity, and the triumph of light over darkness. People from various parts of the world began to visit Ravenswood, drawn by the legend and the sense of unity it represented. They came to witness the Festival of Spirits, explore the transformed forest, and learn about the town's history of resilience. Ravenswood had become a pilgrimage site for those seeking hope and a belief in the power of the human spirit. The town's commitment to preserving its past continued to grow. Ravenswood established a scholarship program to support the education of its young residents, with the understanding that knowledge and unity were the keys to preventing history from repeating itself. The town's museum expanded its collection, adding new exhibits dedicated to themes of courage, empathy, and the triumph of good over evil. Over time, Ravenswood's influence extended beyond its borders. Community leaders and organizations from around the world reached out to the town for guidance on how to confront their own challenges and fears. The lessons of Ravenswood were shared far and wide, inspiring others to face their own demons and work together for a brighter future. But perhaps the most enduring legacy of Ravenswood was the profound sense of unity that had grown within the town itself. The people of Ravenswood had learned that in the face of darkness, they were strongest when they stood together. Their bonds of friendship and compassion had become a source of strength that would endure for generations to come. Ravenswood's residents had become ambassadors of hope, traveling to distant places to share their stories and experiences. They held workshops, gave speeches, and collaborated with organizations dedicated to tackling societal challenges. The town had evolved from a quiet, forgotten place into a global symbol of what could be achieved through empathy and determination. The scholarship program established by Ravenswood had empowered countless young minds, giving them the opportunity to pursue education and develop their potential. Many of these scholars returned to their hometown with newfound knowledge and a commitment to making the world a better place. Inspired by Ravenswood's legacy of overcoming adversity, the town's museum had grown into a center for research and education, attracting scholars and historians eager to study the unique history of the Whispering Spirits and the transformation of Ravenswood. It had also become a place where people seeking guidance and solace could come to reflect on the town's inspiring journey. Ravenswood's story was told in books, movies, and documentaries, and its motto, "Courage Unites Us," had become a worldwide symbol of resilience and community. The town's leadership had even established an international network of communities dedicated to fostering unity and empathy, using Ravenswood as a model for positive change. But perhaps the most remarkable aspect of Ravenswood's transformation was the profound impact it had on individuals. People who had visited the town or learned about its history were inspired to confront their own fears and challenges. Communities across the globe began to recognize the power of unity and compassion in overcoming adversity. Leaders and diplomats from nations far and wide sought Ravenswood's guidance on resolving conflicts, fostering cooperation, and overcoming divisions. The town became a neutral ground for peace negotiations, where adversaries could come together and be reminded of the transformative power of unity. Ravenswood's annual Festival of Spirits evolved into a global celebration of courage and community. People from all walks of life flocked to the town to partake in the festivities, share their own stories of triumph over adversity, and be inspired by Ravenswood's legacy. It had become a symbol of hope in a world often fraught with uncertainty. The scholarship program expanded its reach, providing educational opportunities for disadvantaged youth across continents. Ravenswood scholars, equipped with the knowledge and values instilled by the town, ventured into the world, working on projects that tackled poverty, inequality, and environmental challenges. They were determined to make the world a better place, one act of kindness at a time. The town's museum continued to draw scholars and visitors, becoming a hub for the study of resilience, empathy, and the human capacity for positive change. It hosted international conferences where experts from diverse fields gathered to exchange ideas and strategies for creating more compassionate societies. Ravenswood's leadership took on a new role as global ambassadors of unity and hope. They worked alongside international organizations, aiding in disaster relief efforts, conflict resolution, and community-building projects. The lessons learned from Ravenswood's own journey served as a blueprint for overcoming adversity on a global scale, but perhaps the most enduring impact of Ravenswood's transformation was the countless individuals who had been touched by its story. People across the world found strength and inspiration in the town's journey, and communities everywhere began to embrace the values of courage, compassion, and unity. The legend of the Whispering Spirits had transcended its origins as a tale of horror, becoming an emblem of the boundless potential within humanity to face and conquer its deepest fears. Ravenswood, once a small, haunted town, had become a symbol of what the world could achieve when people came together with empathy and determination. Ravenswood's leadership, known for their wisdom and dedication, had become respected figures on the international stage. They lent their expertise to global initiatives focused on environmental sustainability, humanitarian aid, and conflict resolution. The town had transformed into a center for diplomacy and cooperation, where world leaders sought counsel and collaboration. The Festival of Spirits, an annual gathering that had started as a local celebration, now attracted individuals from every corner of the planet. It had become a week-long event filled with workshops, discussions, and cultural exchanges aimed at fostering unity and understanding among diverse communities. The festival's success had helped bridge divides and inspire positive change on a global scale. Ravenswood Scholarship Program, which had begun as a local effort to support education, had expanded its reach beyond borders. It funded projects and initiatives that empowered underprivileged youth worldwide, giving them the tools and knowledge to effect change in their own communities. The program's alumni were known for their dedication to creating a more just and equitable world. The town's museum, a testament to the power of resilience and compassion, had grown into a world-renowned institution. It hosted exhibitions and events that attracted scholars, artists, and thinkers from all walks of life. The museum's archives became a valuable resource for researchers studying the human capacity for transformation and unity. Ravenswood's story had transcended its origins as a local legend, becoming a source of inspiration and hope for individuals facing adversity everywhere. Communities across the globe had embraced the values of courage, empathy, and unity, leading to positive change in societies often divided by fear and mistrust. But the most profound impact of Ravenswood's legacy was the countless acts of kindness and cooperation that occurred daily, from small gestures of compassion in local neighborhoods to large-scale global initiatives. The town had shown the world that even in the face of the most daunting challenges, humanity possessed the potential for extraordinary transformation. The legend of the Whispering Spirits, once a tale of darkness and despair, had become a symbol of humanity's enduring capacity to overcome its deepest fears and divisions. Ravenswood, a town that had once been haunted by its past, now stood as a beacon of hope, reminder that when people came together with empathy and determination, they could change the world for the better. With this story ends here. If you like the story, then like the video and subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to pass it so that you keep getting such interesting stories. Thank you.